Alright guys, welcome back to another Warframe video. In the last video, I decided to tackle my first solo Archon hunt, and it was Boreal. Yeah, that was absolutely painful. But I did finally learn what the mechanic was on the... Oh gosh, what do you call them? The little floaty guys that have the bubbles around them. Since I had only ever done that Archon hunt in a group, only ever done all of them in a group, and they were already, taken care of before I could figure out what was actually happening. So it took me a little trial and error, but I figured out that there's these little orange canisters that wrap all the way around their waist you have to break. Just absolute bullet sponges doing that solo. Maybe Torrid wasn't the best weapon for it. I don't know. But it just took... an obnoxious amount of time to do that by yourself, but absolutely doable. It wasn't hard per se, it just took forever. But nonetheless, guys, today we're going to jump into something else new, and it's something that I attempted months and months and months and months and months ago, and no, I did not forget about it. It is going to be the last normal quest that I have in the game, and that is hidden messages. So what I recall from this was that multiple people told me it was related to mythology. There's an inbox riddle. I know that I already, at least I think I started with the easiest planets and started working around. I checked every possible mission on Earth. It didn't pop up with any notice. I don't remember if I did Mars, Ceres, Deimos, all the way, rest of the round, Mercury, Venus. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm assuming that this is going to take me more than a day to figure out the riddle, but maybe I get lucky. Tied to mythology to me is a decent tip. It's a decent hint. However, there's a... Oh gosh, where would this be? This riddle in the inbox. It's got to be so old now. I couldn't even begin to guess how long ago I last tried this. Alright guys, I found it. I was thinking it came from Lotus, it came from Ortis. And I also realized that I have not been playing this game as long as I thought I have. I only started it in late July of last year, it looks like. Maybe early July. But the oldest message I have in there is from July 2023. And I haven't deleted but a handful of messages in here. But I found it. So here we go. 3 parts, 3x, 3 riddles. I have to assume that since it's an Orokin artifact, Ortis is talking about the Orokin. And it's saying, ancient gods so cruel once ruled from on high. They must be talking about the Orokin. Can you name their peak where the land meets the sky? Now that I don't know, but I think it must be then the Void, and I've certainly not tried that, because this is where Orokin stuff is. Defense, heap it, once ruled from on high, where the land meets the sky. That part, I don't know what that could mean. So I guess what I'm going to do, I'm just going to start rotating my way around these missions and see if anything pops up when I jump into them. I don't know if you have to stay in it for the, to realize you're in the right spot or not, or if you have to complete it or find something in there for it to trigger. Normally in these missions, if you got to the right mission, it would tell you as you loaded in, it would say something about it. So I'm just going to start, I guess, at the top at the easiest ones. We'll start at Tashub, Heapit, Tyrannus. We'll go to Tawaz, Strebog, Annie. Then we'll go Uko, Oxymoko, Belinus, and rotate our way around here. That's the best way to know, I guess. Aten also is slightly less hard. So I'm going to jump in. Assuming I find it in the Void, awesome. I will turn the recorder on. If I don't, then I guess I'll move to... I'll just start by backtracking around the map again. I'm pretty sure I already cleared out Earth. I don't remember if I did Venus. I don't remember if I did Mars. But that's going to be the strategy, guys. I'm going to load into all of these missions and see if there's any prompts that gives me a hint that I'm in the right place. So we'll just scroll through all of these. I'll start up this wing. We'll swing down this wing. Then we'll work our way up here. And I guess I'll do Aten last, even though it's a slightly easier. But that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to start by loading into Tashub. you know, I'll cut from here. It's either going to say something or it's not. If it doesn't, I'll just cut. And as soon as I have it say something, which hopefully I don't have to go through 100 and some odd mission nodes and find out that I have to discover it in mission, because this could take way, way longer.
The tower's neural sentry is operational. I'm picking up multiple threats, all under Orokin control. Wipe them all out.
She was talking about a tower where the Earth meets the sky, but I would have figured it would have said something about Mirage. I guess I'll poke around here first, just a little bit, just in case I need to get somewhere first. But I truly don't know, guys. So I guess
should have known better than to walk into an Orokin tower unprepared. Let's clean up their mess.
Not saying much, really. At least in terms of giving me a hint if I'm in the right place or not. So I guess what I'll do, I'll just finish this mission. If this is wrong, I'll fast forward through it. And no big deal. But if it's right, then we'll find out. If it's not, then I'm going to assume that she will indeed give me a hint that I'm in the right place by saying something at the beginning. That's my guess. I could be completely wrong about that. It could be a very poor assumption. But that's how I'm going to play this.
The run.
Perfect.
Another successful mission.
Yeah, there was absolutely no reason for it to backtrack me those several hundred meters. But it's clear that this isn't right. Either way, we'll finish it. I did pick up an argon crystal. I'll see if I have something that just costs 1 to craft. And I'll craft it so it doesn't go to waste.
Excellent work, Tim.
But yeah, guys, I'll cut from here. I'll just try all of these, and if it pops up and gives me some indication I'm in the right place, I'll turn the recorder back on, but I expect this is going to take a hot minute. So we'll cut, and we'll be back. All right, guys, so I just finished loading into all of the rest of the missions in the Void, and there was no prompt. It doesn't mean that I don't actually have to get deeper into the mission. Just for my first wave test, I'm going to assume, since that's the only place that's tied to Orokin, is the Void. So we're going to go back. I know I already cleared Earth. That I remember, and I don't think there's anything on here tied to Orokin, or really that has anything that is tied to mythology at all. So Mars, I don't remember if I completed. Gosh. And this is all, there's no Orokin here. Olympus, maybe. Valis War, Kadesh, Hellas Spear, Arvel, Tharsis, Augustus, Gretavis. Oh gosh, I should have gone back. I want to reread this riddle. It's not gonna, I wish you could say move to the top of the box. It was from March is when I first attempted to do this, and I said, oh, I'll work on some other stuff and then we'll move on, and it came from Ortis. Or maybe it was February. Ancient gods so cruel, once ruled from on high, can you name their peak where the land meets the sky? Okay. Operator, so Olympus is the obvious choice on Mars. I don't remember if I tried this or not, but since we're going to try to clear out Mars anyway, I'm going to start at Olympus. Obviously, Mount Olympus was the home of the gods in Greek mythology, not Roman, right? Greek? I'm not a huge mythology buff, so this could make it a bit more challenging.
The infestation has corrupted all life here. Let's clear it out.
Okay, so I'm not getting any indication here either. Whoops, what in the world am I doing? But I guess we'll clear out one in each planet, and then we'll just hop into all of them, and then we'll have to backtrack.
There's a strange energy in the area. A void imprint. I'm getting faint visuals. Memories. Continue the mission while I investigate.
That's
That
actually
was
giving
juggernaut.
me
They were
a good
lured
hint.
out by the death of infested.
That
Laid
wasn't
low,
her
but it should
juggernaut
go away,
spiel.
Or amp up the fight to draw it out.
Her juggernaut
I'm
spiel
still
is
detecting
completely
a lot of
separate.
infestation activity. Let's clean it up. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. That did it. Here comes the juggernaut. The void imprint. It's old. I see worm ships coming out of Punch. A Warframe fighting sentience, shields failing. Sorry, Tenno. I'm not sure what that was.
So I guess I'll finish the enemy eliminations and then we'll see if we have to go hunting. But the fact that she said something she never says gives me a pretty good hint that
Broken their
this
ranks
is
and they're
maybe
on the
it.
run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Do I have to extract in order to move it on? She did say, sorry, I don't know what it was. So maybe it's to figure it out and we're following the path of Mirage? Maybe? Let's just extract and see what happens.
The sentience
Wait.
crashing down on her, dying
Hang on.
in overwhelming numbers. Now she's out of energy. I'm telling her to go, but she's laughing, tearing their heads off as they swarm. I have recovered something from the memory, a blueprint.
Aha! I bet you that's a Mirage part.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Mirage Neuroptics, okay. And yeah, of course I already have Mirage because I got it from the Duviri circuit. But I did want to do the actual story mission anyway. It's the last thing that I hadn't completed in the first round of the game. And the only story mission I haven't done. Okay, so hopefully the next riddle
Tenno, this
will
is
be
an
a bit
important
easier.
discovery. A Warframe design that was thought lost. Have Ordis construct that blueprint. It could give us a clue to where the next memory is hidden.
Operator, exciting news! Ordis just found another inscription on Mirage's helmet. Allow me to recite it. To build the one you think witty, seek the nymph who sang oh so prettily. She lured him in with her song and a grin. His wife must have thought it a pity. For closer inspection, I've placed the inscription in your inbox.
To build the one you think witty, seek the nymph who sang oh so pretty. She lured him in with her song and a grin. His wife must have thought it a pity. I'm wondering if they're making a reference to mermaids and it's going to be like on Neptune or something. That is going to be my best guess. But, I mean, I guess it could be theoretically any of these, right? Is it Neptune? Triton? Triton? That's a name from mythology for sure. I was thinking it was going to be one of those underwater levels. Maybe it's not Neptune I was thinking of. I'm going to put Triton on my short list, but I don't think that's right. Is it Uranus? I haven't said that in a while. I know you guys love it. Submersible. Okay. Puck? Caliban is submersible. Sycorax. Desdemona. Rosalind. Brutus. Ophelia. Cressida Caelus. Yeah, this is where my lack of like in-depth mythology knowledge is probably going to make it a little bit more trial and error. So I think I want to start with the search there. I just want to read this. Whoops. Read this one more time. Go to the inbox. It pops at the top. To build the one you think would he seek the nymph who sang oh so pretty. She lured him in with a song and a grin. His wife must have thought it a pity. So I guess I'll target the female named ones on... Nope, not Neptune. Let's start with Ophelia. Then we could go Rosalind, Desdemona, Ariel. You know what? That's a capture. Why don't we start here? Because it'll be quicker anyway. That's my thought process, guys. This could take a few stabs. So if this isn't it, again, I'll just cut and jump back over, and then I'll resume if it gives me a hint that I'm on the right track.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Grenier prey on the weak. We prey on the Grenier.
Alright, let's see if that's it. I have no idea.
Another job
If
well
we get an update
executed.
after we're done, then I guess that might have been right. Okay, so I'll cut. I'll just jump in and try some others. We'll see if we can find it. If I get a hint that maybe it's telling me I'm in the right place, I'll just load the recording back on, but we're going to sweep the rest of that planet. And with any luck, we're in the right place. All right, guys. So it was not Ariel, obviously. I loaded in the other female names first and then just loaded into the rest of the planet just to see. Nothing there either. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop around. I don't remember. Neptune, it didn't look like it had anything to do with water. I guess I was in the back of my brain drawing the correlation between like a mermaid, you know, luring, or a siren, luring with their siren song. But Triton, maybe, I mean, I know that's a moon, but I don't remember what they have to do, if any of these have to do with Proteus, with mythology. So I guess what I'll do, in lieu of blindly continuing to hop around, let's just finish checking the rest of the planets. Hades, of course, that's mythology. Forid, that would be an annoying one to have to go into for. Pallas Cerberus, yes. Narcissus, yes. Hydra, yes. Hydra didn't sing, though. They just turned people to stone. Acheron, yeah, I mean, a lot of these possibly have survival, something to do with mythology, but not all of them. Well, defense sisters, Nemesis, Isis, Naglar. I mean, there's several on any of these planets that look like they could possibly have something to do with it. Interception, Telesto, Telesto, Rhea. That looks like one that, I guess I did that at Dara Vandalstock versus Strun Wraith Barrel. Battle pay. Is this a normal? I don't remember seeing that before. Keeler, no. Maybe Pixis, Calypso, maybe. Hang on. What's the name of this quest? Hidden Messages? Hidden Messages? I mean, that can't be a coincidence, right? Helene, Encladius, Titan, of course, Caracol, Pandora. I don't remember seeing it say Hidden Messages at all when I clicked on Olympus. But I kind of feel like I have to click on this. Note to self, come back to Calypso. We already moved all the way around there. Mercury and Venus, I think, are the only other ones I haven't looked at. Being that that actually says Hidden Messages, I need to click here. And I guess if it's right, awesome. And then maybe it's been showing me where it was the whole time, and I just had to, and I wasn't paying much attention. I didn't catch it on Olympus, but this looks like a telltale sign. So fingers crossed we're going to hop on Callisto. Or Calypso, rather. See what it says. Solve the riddle from the inbox. I didn't see that pop up the last time either.
Lone Tenno operative. Set off the alarms and keep the infested busy.
Okay, so let's just... I guess we'll just beat this. She hasn't said anything weird yet.
The infested are releasing toxic spores into the area.
Oh, it's
the
just
emergency
survival.
life support I am delivering is your only chance for survival.
Never gonna turn down an Oracle cell if you're gonna give it to me.
Fallen enemies will drop crucial life support. Be on the lookout.
All right, guys, I just paused it because she just started saying things that allude to it being the correct place, which it strongly looks like it. But she's talking like she did now when I was on Olympus. So I'm going to unpause it so you can see what popped up.
Around the Warframe. I'm trying to surge the revive system, but I can't. I'm too far away. A great faceted eye watches her.
So I don't know how much more of that we're going to get, but it does seem rather obvious that this has to be right. So I guess I'll just let my recorder run, and I'll cut out the extraneous bits so I can capture all the bits where she's saying anything related to the story of this mission. All right, guys, a little over a minute left. She hasn't said anything else anymore, but I still am just guessing that when we leave this mission, this is going to be the correct place that I was supposed to be. And if indeed that's the case...
Lose her, that I have another ship on its way. She is smiling because she knows I am lying. Tenno, the second blueprint has been recovered.
Oh, great. And what they say that was supposed to be, almost there.
Extraction is available.
All right.
If you need it.
Let's see if she says anything else related to it. May as well grab that while we're standing right there. All right. Get out of here in just 1 second.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
Yep, Mirage systems. Okay, it was systems.
Construct the Warframe component so we can decipher the next clue. Though I must admit, Tenno, I am not sure I want to know what happens next.
Operator, another Mirage inscription. One more act before your prize is caught. An ancient sea creature. Take a whirl or not. Look for the monster that swallowed sailors of yore. Make a mistake and you're sunk. Nothing more. Ordis has placed all the information in your inbox.
Well, that feels like I should go back to the planet I was on before. And I'm wondering if it showed me the next one when I hovered over it, because I already had the part crafted, because she just said to craft a part to find the next one. So let me look and just see what Mirage parts I actually have in my possession. So I did already have the neuroptics, but I don't have the systems. So I'm going to guess that I'm going to have to guess on this, that I'll have to resweep Uranus again, but let's just hover over all of these to see if any of them say anything about the quest in the title. I'm pretty sure that this is the only area that has underwater segments. So let me go back and reread the riddle again, but I think I'm going to be coming back here again to just resweep. Oh wait, it was showing it to me. One more act before your prize is caught. An ancient sea creature. Take a whirl or not. Look for the monster that swallowed sailors of yore. Make a mistake and you're sunk. Nothing more. Ancient sea creature. I mean, it implies that it would be here. Sea creature. Just in case it's for some reason not, I guess I'll hover back over all of the other missions. I mean, I can't imagine it would be at Saturn twice in a row, right? That would be silly. Okay, guys. So it doesn't appear to have anything to do with the part crafted. Maybe it just didn't show you on the first one on Olympus, or I somehow missed it. I just scrolled back through the star chart again to hover over before I jumped back onto the underwater. And see, I believe that this, I don't know how to pronounce it. I do believe it's Welsh, and I think it's from Welsh mythology. But I don't know anything about Welsh mythology. I only know that because of playing Smite, and it's a playable character in Smite, and all the characters are like gods from mythology from various cultures. So yeah, this looks like it's going to be. It's on Sedna. Well, I am rather glad I didn't hop back through the entirety of Uranus there. So let's head over to however that is pronounced. So let's just hop in. I'm guessing this will be it. Obviously, in terms of story missions, it's another one of those kind of fetch quests. It just has the added difficulty of riddle solving.
I see
So
the
it's not
eyes open, and the heat blinds me. I hear her comforting me, telling me not to despair as the Warframe disintegrates and I lose her. Forever. Tenno, the last piece of her, of Mirage, has been recovered. We must not let this infestation get any more out of control. Destroy the spawning hives in the area.
Okay, well that confirms it. This is definitely it, so I guess I'll just throw a little overguard on. Then we'll hop to.
Now quick, destroy the hive.
It was hiding below. Okay. Next.
You are approaching a hive. Every hive is protected by a series of tumor nodes. Destroy those,
Do not know
and
it.
you can destroy the hive.
They put 3 right on top of each other. That is extremely kind. Nope.
There is a hive in the area. You must destroy all the tumor nodes
Aha.
before you can damage the hive.
All right, and this is the hive. Well, that's easily the least annoying one of those I've done to date. To have them all clustered that close. That was nice. I see one already right here. Okay, that's 3. Sometimes there's one underneath. Yep. 4.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
I don't remember if I came through this path yet or not. Nope, so the last one's right here. Yep, perfect.
All nodes destroyed. The hive is vulnerable. All hives destroyed. Head to
All right.
extraction.
Let's... Nearly there. With any luck, we'll at least get some interesting backstory when this is done. I guess it's possible. In order to get it and complete it, technically, I'll have to craft Mirage. Since the Mirage I have, I got from Deviri Circuit. We'll find out.
Another job well executed. Tenno, that was the last of the imprints. Forge this Warframe in honor of these memories.
3 acts complete, the end draws near. Soon Mirage will cause enemy fear. A memory lost, to be reborn, this new warrior rises, duty sworn. That was the final inscription. Ordis is almost sad there won't be more. Almost.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm guessing it's one of those where we don't have to craft it to get to the end. That's probably done. Yep. And we confirm it there. Well, that was not as hard as I made it out to be in the initial pass, but there was a bit of trial and error, at least on the first one, that ended up being, I think that was the one on Mars at Olympus. Which I didn't see that it said hidden messages, but I really wasn't paying that much attention to what type of mission it was. I was looking at the name of the mission node on each planet. So yeah, a little bit of trial and error, then just scroll through, and then if you were looking at the details it said about the mission, it was pretty straightforward, because in lieu of say like Naki, in lieu of saying arena, it would say hidden messages if that were one of them and the quests were active. So yeah, that wasn't that bad, guys. And with that, I believe that is finally completion of every single one of the quests. I guess that's a Warframe quest, right? Those are all complete. Yep. Side quests should all be complete. Yep. And the main quests we know are all complete because you had to complete them to complete the game. So yeah. That's awesome. I'm glad to finally have that done. And yeah, I mean, I have been rather remiss in playing around with a lot of these frames. I'm just going to take count. I've added some more to the collection in the background, guys. I've got Ash, Atlas, Caliban, Citrine, Equinox. Equinox I'm probably going to say for dead last. They sound rather complicated. Grendel Prime, I know where to get Grendel. Somebody told me arbitrations. Geyer, Inoros, Ivara, Korra, and Korra Prime. I had Korra Prime first. I only finally went to finish scanning the Kavits the other day. That actually was mildly annoying because even if you scanned them, there wasn't a guarantee that you would get any of the genetic code, which was super fun to discover. And I started out with Dante, and then I decided to test a theory and swapped to Loki, and it made it much simpler. Because if the Kavits hadn't uncloaked on the map already, all you had to do was pull out the Codex scanner, and you could see them walking around invisible. And if you're Loki invisible at the same time they're invisible, and you scan them, it doesn't alert them and make them run off. So that's how I cut down the time it took me to do it. I went invisible Loki with the Codex scanner to find the invisible Kavits and scanned them before they got involved in any fight on the map. So yeah, Korra, I've seen a lot of people slapping with Korra as I've been playing this. She is one I'm definitely keen to try out. Limbo, I've only ever seen a few people playing Limbo. His kit sounds interesting. Who else? Mirage, of course, we had her, and I guess I technically have the parts to craft her now. Nidus, I've seen a few people playing with Nidus. Mirage all the time in Onslaught. It seems like she is one of the fastest level boosting choices you could pick. Protea? I guess I've run into some Proteas. I read about her kit a little bit. It's been a while. I think she's the turret one, or is she the one with like bombs or ammo refills. Sounds like it would be a good frame for, just team benefit. Oberon I've seen a few times. He's the guy that grows the grass, I think. Who else? Vauban. Vauban, he sounds interesting, but I don't know. I think he's all grenades. Wisp, I still haven't played with Wisp. Wisp, I accidentally got rid of my... No, I never crafted her because I didn't have this hex scene on at the time. So I could craft Wisp. After the first impression, I could subsume, and then all I got to do is rank up my Wisp Prime. Ureli, I did finally craft as well. Zaku, I crafted as well. So, Baruch, Gera, Grendel, Lavos, Kullervo, yeah. Styanax, which I'm close on, and Varuna. Those are the last ones that I need to grab, and I know where to get Varuna. I know where to get Styanax. Lavos, I feel like maybe I saw that as a craftable, like you could get the parts in Deimos, maybe from father or son. I feel like I saw some in there when I was looking at weapons a week or two ago. Kullervo, I know where to get him. I've got one of his parts. Gera, I've just been super lazy doing the last things that I need to do to finally get her crafted. Grendel, I know, is from Arbitrations. Baruch, I'm not sure. Maybe it's another vendor that sells Baruch parts. But either way, we are close to having the full collection Sans Primes. And I still have a boatload I've yet to even try out. So yeah, still plenty of work to do, guys. Obviously, getting to play through all the frames, figuring out which ones I like best or I think work well for specific situations. That's part of the fun of the game, in my opinion. Before I forget, I'm going to take Dante off of his farming configuration and put it back on my main. And yeah. But either way, guys, we got through hidden messages, and I guess I have another pile of Mirage parts for... a subzoom. So I should probably, if I have the parts, I should start getting her crafted. That would be silly to not do it now and just have it ready. Mirage chassis, neuroptics, systems. Blueprint. Yep, 35. Takes 1 argon. So I'll have to farm a little argon. All right, let's get her parts going, though. So you get the parts needed except for the blueprint. That's easy enough. So Warframe. Mirage. Plenty of that. Plenty of that. Plenty of that. All right, cool. So we'll have her going shortly. Anything else in here I need to grab? Nope. Okay, I'm good. So yeah, guys, either way, awesome to finally have all of the story-related stuff caught up. And yeah, that one's just been hanging out there for so while. They've been showing me the notification alert up there for so long. I said, today's the day. One way or another, I fully expected this to be a multi-day process. But it ended up not being as ridiculous as I thought it was. I did a little trial and error, then I guess I got really lucky on Olympus on Mars, but I knew that I hadn't cleared it out. I knew I had cleared Earth. I double-checked the names of the missions. Nothing there sounded mythology related. Olympus was the most obvious, especially related to the clue that they gave. And then thereafter, just sweeping through the missions, and then it showed you, hey, this is tied to hidden messages. So, easy peasy. Either way, guys, this is... I don't know how long this video is going to be. There's a lot of extraneous stuff that I'm going to cut out that's really not necessary, but I'm guessing it's going to be reasonably succinct. But at any rate, guys, glad to have that done. That is going to do it for today. And as always, I do sincerely appreciate you checking in, and we will catch you on the next one.